Alright, what's up guys? Today, so I'm redoing this video. I know I did this video on the other side and the sound didn't work at all. So I'm redoing the video. I don't know what happened, but hopefully you can hear this one. We're doing a chrome delete on this car. This is a Lexus IS 350. We're doing a chrome delete all the way around. This window trim down here and this window trim across the top. So this window trim across the top can be a little bit tricky. It's got a really tight rubber seal and it doesn't move at all. So there's going to be some differences when it comes to doing chrome trim on your vehicle, whatever that vehicle might be. It's going to vary in difficulty, and this is, I'm going to explain to you why it's so difficult for some cars, even for most, I would say. So the fact that this rubber trim doesn't move and separate away from that rubber gasket, from the chrome trim itself, the rubber doesn't separate, means that you're not able to tuck this film in. So you have to be very, very precise in your cut. So what we're doing is we're using knifeless tape for this. And what I've done here is I've already laid the knifeless tape right on the edge of that rubber gasket to make sure that I have a nice clean cut all the way through and I can see the cut before I make the cut. So that way I know that everything is going to be fully covered. So we laid it down first and it sticks really well to this, luckily. For the bottom trim here, it's a lot easier. What we can do here is we can actually just tuck the film right underneath and roll the film right over top. There is no rubber gasket here. So it's super easy to cover this bottom trim. I've masked off the bottom here just to make things and life a little bit easier, so we can slide the vinyl in and then trim away the excess afterwards. We're going to get to that one after we do this one. So I've prepped the surface of this one already with isopropyl alcohol, and we've got our knifeless tape down and we're ready to rock. All right. So what you can do is you can cut a strip of vinyl, and we're using 3M today. And the reason why I use 3M for this, or Avery, for example, I would actually prefer to use Avery, but I don't have any Avery here, is because it's a lot thinner. So Vivid's Gloss Black, I find it's not as good for doing surfaces like this, very fine surfaces and details that are small like this. So Avery and 3M work a little bit better, and we have 3M here, so we're going to use that. And we're going to go with that. So you can cut your strip very straight. You don't have to cut it to a curve. It's not a big deal. We can conform the film as we wrap this, all right? I'm going to show you how. So we're going to peel this backing off. And what I did is just cut a sliver of 3M. You can buy this stuff already cut. I mean, if you're super lazy or you want something that's a little more convenient, you can buy it already cut. But we're just going to run it down. And you're going to see that I'm going to conform it as I bring it down, all right? So just adding a bit of stretch here, and what I can do is, make sure I'm not going to cut anything, just put a bit of a relief cut here, all right? So that should help a little bit with that tension that I had building up. Just keep it going. And let's cut off the excess before I get to the end. And peel that off. And now what we're going to do is, we have to work around this little plastic piece right here. Just do it just like this. So, like I said, this will vary in difficulty from car to car. Even the end caps that are on this, there's rubber end caps on the very ends here. We're going to cut it right on the edge of that, where it meets the chrome trim. So we're going to make sure we have full coverage. And then we're going to go for our knifeless tape, all right? And I might as well do the knifeless tape first, because if I screwed it up, we're going to have to start over, so there's no point in doing all of it before cutting away all the rest of this on the top here before we do the knifeless tape. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hopefully that helps. And let's go for the knifeless tape. So for the knifeless tape, we take it and we bring it to the edge of the film, all right? Let's zoom in a little bit more. if it wants to focus. I'm sorry about that. All right. So we're going to bring the knifeless tape to the edge right here, and we're going to put our finger down on it and the film and give it a quick pull, okay? Now we want to pull this at a really sharp angle. We don't want to pull it all the way out here. It's going to be more beneficial to pull it on an angle like this, all right? So I'm going to run this all the way down. I'll readjust the camera. Pull it pretty quick. All right, perfect. Let's get rid of the excess stuff. Done. Now what we've done here is we've saved the chrome by not trying to cut on it, and we have a nice, clean, uniform cut. Super important, guys, all right? Now let's get the rest tucked in over the edge. I'm going to show you this up close, all right? As soon as I'm done. To make things a little bit easier, you can mask this top pillar here. I don't really need to, it's fine, I'm okay with it. But that'll just make things a little bit easier for yourself. Oops. So let's get this right down to the edge of that rubber gasket. That cap that goes on the very end here. All right. Nice sharp blade, all right. You're gonna need a very sharp blade. And this cut is like a ½ inch. So we don't have to cut too much. Pretty easy, all right? You can make a small incision like that, but to take your blade and run it right on the edge of the seal and be perfect all the way across, it's very unlikely that you're gonna get it 100%. The knifeless tape ensures that you're going to get it 100%. All right, I'm gonna tuck it right up to the other cap, and I'm going to trim that away. We're not applying a lot of pressure, we're just letting the blade do the work, as always. Perfect. Okay, let's finish tucking in the rest of this. So I'm going to alleviate the tension from the edge. And finish tucking this around. Once we have the film all the way around, we're going to take our blade, and on the back side of the chrome trim, we're going to run our blade right down this entire edge, all right? As soon as I feel happy with how this is right, then I'm going to cut. Perfect. Obviously make sure all your air is out. So start with whatever side you're most comfortable with. And as straight as you possibly can, or as humanly possible, take your blade and run it on the back side of that chrome trim. Do not push too hard, because you will cut the rubber seal. So I'm not sticking my blade like an inch or 2 inches in there. It's just the tip, maybe just the tip, guys. It's maybe 3 or 4 millimeters in here, all right? Perfect. Oh, I missed a small section right here. Perfect. What I want to do is open the door and make sure everything's good. Looks great. Go over that again, make sure all the air is out. All right, it's solid. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. That's just a little rubber, part of the rubber seal itself. It's supposed to be like that. So there's no chrome. Sorry, I'm letting the camera focus. There's no chrome showing, all right? Let's open the door so we can have a look at the top. And then focus, there we go. We have a nice straight cut all the way down. And see what I mean by cutting too deep and cutting into this seal right here? We have to be very careful of that, all right? So let's do the lower section. Fingerprints all over it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mask off this piece right here. It's just going to make life a little bit easier. I like to mask off as many things as I possibly can, so I masked off this black piece. And I have pre-cut the strip somewhere. That's right here. Alright. I'm going to take the same thing and we're going to take the same piece of vinyl and do what we did. Perfect. You can use your wrap glove for this or your finger. The wrap glove will be a little bit easier. You won't get dragged like I'm getting dragged right now. So the tape is allowing me to push the vinyl down and it's not sticking to the car, it's just sliding right off the tape. Which is excellent. Exactly what we want. That's about as far under as I'll need to go. Same idea as when we cut the top section over here. We're going to take our blade, point it a little bit up, and be very gentle and careful when it comes to cutting the bottom section. Let me just do the end cap incision here. Having a nice fresh blade for this is super important, all right? It's going to make your life a hell of a lot easier. What we want to do now is finish it off with a squeegee. Done. Don't really need to apply any heat or anything like that. We're going to stretch the film. Make my incision over here for this cap. And we'll finish off the top section. Always using the squeegee when you can. So now that I have the tape there, it's allowing me to tuck this in as far as I need to. So I do have to cut out a bit of a horseshoe here. So I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to angle the camera down a bit. So I have to go around this black piece because that seal doesn't run. It actually stops here at the very end of this black piece, and then the chrome continues to go in. And I want to make sure I have full coverage, so we're going to cut out a little U shape. All right. So now I've got that there. I have full coverage right now all over the top. I'm going to actually go in a little bit as well, so that the driver doesn't see any chrome when he has his window open. And there's a nice edge here to cut on. So you can see chrome deletes are a little bit tedious and they sometimes take multiple tries, all right? Try not to get too frustrated, but if you are charging someone for this, make sure you charge them enough. I'd say a chrome delete can range anywhere from, sorry, I was just cutting off the back. I forgot to zoom out. I just cut off the whole piece in the center right here. But yeah, chrome delete can range in time for anywhere from an hour to 2 at the very low to 5, 6, 7 hours. So think about the amount of time that you're going to be spending on it. It's not so much the material cost. We're not using much material. Again, I'm going to cut that horseshoe. And get rid of this piece here because it's just going to get in my way. And make sure we're totally solid, right up to the edge, full coverage. Perfect. Let's get rid of the tape and you can see how nice this looks. I've got some tape stuck under here. Be very careful. There we go. A little bit more. Perfect. Lock that in there. All right, so let's have a look here, guys. So we have a full chrome delete. With no chrome showing, obviously. And it looks great. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. We've got plenty more coming. Like I said, we're doing some product demonstrations and stuff like that. If you want to buy some film, if you want to buy anything from Vivid, let us know. We got Knifeless tape, we have magnets, blades, squeegees, all kinds of vinyl, you name it, we've got it. Let us know, shoot us an email to info@ckrapsmiami.com. Check out our website at www.ckraps.ca or www.ckrapsmiami.com. And that's everything, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.